So the year-long series continues of what is on my Android phone for the month of May 2017. That video is coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here from Everything Tech, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to what is on my Android phone for the month of May 2017. Now, I did upgrade to the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus right here, and I did this because I wanted another Samsung smartphone. My Note 5 was getting a little bit dated in design, and I decided to try out the Galaxy S8 Plus, and it's been a phenomenal smartphone. I mean, other than the fact that we're going to show apps here, the phone itself has been incredible, and I will be doing an updated 2 weeks later using the Galaxy S8 Plus, or 3 weeks. I don't know how long I've had it yet. But let's go ahead and check out the applications I have on this smartphone. Alright guys, so here we go. Here is my Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, and going back to the home screen, you can see right away, wow, what is that? Okay, that's Nova Launcher customized to look like Google Pixel. Now, I do like the TouchWiz experience here for the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, and by the way, I do have a stock wallpaper on the lock screen. I do like the TouchWiz experience, but I do like Nova Launcher just a little bit better here. So you can see right away I did customize it to look like a Pixel, and if you want to know how to do this, go ahead and watch my video titled How to Make Your Android Phone Look Like a Google Pixel. I will link that down below in the description area of this video here. But looking a little bit closer, you can see that I do have a Google Earth wallpaper here, and I will show you where to get that wallpaper. So if I go into applications here and I go into wallpapers, this is the wallpaper I have right here. It's called Photo by Elimni. You can find it under the Earth wallpapers. So if you go under Earth, you can find it in this section right here. So in terms of the applications, you can see that I have minimalized it a lot from April. So in April, I did have quite a few applications on my Galaxy Note 5, on the home screen here. But on the Galaxy S8 Plus, I have minimalized it down to make it more productive here. So I do keep the applications that I use most here. Amazon Kindle here, ADT Pulse, that's just a home security system. You might have one for your home as well. This is the internet from Samsung, a different icon, but this is definitely just Samsung internet here. A clock for when I want to take a quick power nap. Don't ever underestimate the power of a power nap. I do have a Pi Geek for taking in some, tech news here. Calculator, Google Sheets for, managing expenses and stuff like that. Here for my Gear VR and my Gear Fit, not my Gear VR. That's a different application here. I do have this Gear app front and center for when I do put the watch on. Over here is Android Auto, which has become an indispensable tool for the use of driving and, Android. I also do keep YouTube Studio here in Wunderlist. Now, Wunderlist is an application I do recommend to you guys. This is an incredible application. It's cross-platform, and it allows you to make simple tasks here for day-to-day uses, and you could title the folder like Today's Tasks, for example, Today's Tasks, Today's Y'alls, whatever, I don't care. And then you could just put tasks here and add more tasks. And it's just really a great application. Try that one out, Wunderlist. I really love it there. Now, the camera is front and center, even though I could just go like this to go ahead and enable the camera on the Galaxy S8. I do like the fact that the camera is right there front and center for me. Here on settings, I do have just settings there. Phone, Chrome, Google Keep, Google Allo, as well as Spotify. Now, diving into my app drawer, I do have quite a bit here, so I'm not going to cover every single application here, but I'm going to cover some of the applications that I do use more consistently. So going down to the app drawer, you can see I do have 3D Mark. That's just for, gaming tests and stuff like that on the channel. Android Central, another application for reading news on your Android device. Going into the drawer, scrolling even further down, I do have B&H Photo. I love that application for finding equipment for film and, computer equipment. It's a great application for online shopping if you're into that kind of thing. Check out B&H Photo if you're into tech gear and stuff like that. Best Buy, of course, and Blue Light Filter, which is a little bit more powerful than the Blue Light Filter that Samsung gives you here in this application. You could really dim things down here up to a specific liking, up to 54%. Now I do keep booking.com here for when I want to book hotels and stuff like that. Buffer is a great application for sharing across social media platforms to have it scheduled if you guys don't want to have the time, or you don't have the time to go ahead and just post everything you want to post. Going down even further, I do have the Calm application, which is awesome for getting, some relaxation and rest in when you need it. It tells you to take a deep breath, and it has many different, musics and sounds like rain, fireplace, and stuff like that to really help you out to get a calmer mind. So going down even further, I do have CPU-Z. All the games on here are actually just for gaming tests. I do use Google Duo quite a bit. Evernote is a great cross-platform note-taking application. Use it all the time. I'm sure you've heard of that one. Fandango for, checking out movies and stuff like that. That's my favorite movie trailer app on Android. Over here, hotels.com, another traveling-based app. Instagram I use all the time. I'm sure you guys do. A lot of you do use Instagram as well. Lightroom for editing photos, one of the better editing photo applications for Android. Heading back into that drawer, where was I? Lightroom there. I do have, let's see, Straight Talk MB. That's just my finance stuff. That's really nothing. Over here, I do have Pinterest. So I don't know if you guys still use Pinterest. Pocket is a great application for those of you who want to, save an article and go ahead and read it later. So if you want to read a later article, like you want to read it offline and stuff like that, you can save it to Pocket and stuff if you know you're going to be somewhere where you don't have an internet connection. Going down even further, I do have the Gear VR app for the Gear VR that was included with this phone, Udemy, Venture for My City, and ThinkUp for saying affirmations to yourself. This is an awesome application for saying affirmations like, I am the best, I am the best, I am the best tech YouTuber on the planet. You could say that here, and eventually it starts to, go into your mind, and you start to believe it even more, and then you start to manifest it in reality. So over here is Strava for running and stuff like that. Somebody said before, no, I don't like the Strava app. It's a resource hog. I don't like it. But anyway, yeah, pretty simple here. I do have a bookmark to GSM Arena there as well. Other than that, pretty simple setup here for my Galaxy S8. I do use a case on this guy, by the way. It is a dotted case right here. It's a clear case. I will go ahead and slap it back on because I don't want to drop this phone. And it's pretty vulnerable right there. And that's pretty much the case I use right now. If you guys want to know where to get this case at, let me know down below in the comments. I'll include a link later. So that pretty much wraps it up for me of what is on my Android phone for the month of May 2017. Now you could say, what is on my Galaxy S8 Plus? That would be a good title too. But this is a year-long series of what is on my Android devices specifically. If you have any applications you would like to share, please go ahead and post those down below in the comments section to help the community out into having a better Android experience. We always want to help each other out in having better experiences with our smartphones, because if you have an application that you can share that could potentially be life-saving to somebody, for example, somebody could be going through some really crazy depression or something, you send them an app like, a very positive app or something, and that could really help them, get out of that. Or somebody could be, needing to go for a travel, you could send them an app like Google Trips, and that could really help their trip out. You see how we all work together here? Let's just spread love around here. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel for more tech videos like this. Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well, and peace.